I'm looking at this, and again, you as you said to me just a few minutes ago, you were involved in the kind of putting together of everybody that's doing what is your stage, your setup, your thing. You got a great lineup of people here. I mean, Mick Flannery is going to be playing, Colin McNamara, Lisa Hannigan, RSAG, Kathy Davey, Gavin Glass, Gavin James, the Freakles. That's a nice setup of people.
Yeah, it's the Lost Brothers. I mean, the Hot Sprockets. I basically what we've got going is probably a little picnic in itself. It's called the Jerry Fish Electric Sideshow. I've always had a love of circus and street performers, so we've a lot of carnival people there. I've got Fairy Mo, who's kind of my carnival mistress, and she's put everyone together.
There are a few people who can say phrases like "my carnival mistress" and just throw it out there like it's reality.
I mean, you have to go down and see it. It's a real kind of magic place. Trailer Park is magic. And then at the end of the night, we've got Together Disco. We've got a friend of mine, Ryan Skelton, who's putting on a massive club night at the end of it. In the middle, we have silent movies. And then at the present outfit we're playing in is with Jeremy Hickey, Rarely Seen Above Ground. And so it's a very, very strong rock and roll band I'm in now, so we'll be playing there as well.
And for those people who are coming along tonight in particular, tonight is obviously the main stuff is tomorrow and on Sunday, but tonight from midnight to 4, just explain to me what's happening.
Together Disco, it's basically... like I say, a friend of mine, Ryan Skelton, has put together a club, which I guess is kind of encompassing a lot of things I'm in. You know, there's gay people, straight people, doesn't matter what age you are. It's pulling, race you are. It's pulling everybody together, which is, I guess, what disco did in the beginning anyway.
And it'll keep people occupied until the wee small hours, tonight anyway. And then
definitely, yeah.
So
tonight's kind of a loosen up. It's like, we're going to loosen up and get into the vibe. We've got a big carnival procession before that begins, so... and then tomorrow it all kicks off basically from the afternoon. I'll be emceeing the first part of the show, and then performing later on in the evening around 12 when I wake up.
It means you're not going to get to see a lot of anything else because you're occupied for both days pretty much.
Yeah, well, I come here every year. I think I've been here 9 years out of the 10. Most people would know me from the Salty Dog. I've always been involved on the Fringe. I did a gig with the National Concert Orchestra in Body and Soul one year, so I've played various different stages around the place. There's even rumours of me sleeping in the hull of the Salty Dog.
I only had a revelation yesterday. We discussed this on air in the show. The Salty Dog ended up here through my radio show in 2008.
Really?
There was a mate of mine called Peter Donegan. Good afternoon, Peter, if you're listening. Peter was doing, he's a landscape gardener, and he was doing one of these big shows where he was putting all sorts of flowers together, and the centrepiece was a boat. But at the tail end of it, he said, I've no way of getting rid of this boat. What am I going to do? So he got in contact with me on the radio in 2008 and said, I'd like to be able to get rid of it. We got loads of people made offers. And John Reynolds came along at one point and said, no, lads, I'll take it off your hands. I'm kind of in need of a big meeting focal point, something for Electric Picnic.
In the woods. Yeah.
I will. The boat was originally pink. It was bright pink, and it was taken here and then messed up a bit, and they obviously made it look far more cred and far more real. But I only had that moment yesterday where I went, oh yeah, that was 5 years ago. We brought that here. Wow, okay.
Pink is very cred, though, isn't it?
No, it looks much nicer these days. Genuinely, it does. You're going to do one more for us before you head off and get yourself prepped for the weekend. What's it going to be?
Like I said, I'm a 2-hit wonder, so I guess Celebrate is the next one. We have a new single out now, Barefoot and Free, so I'd really like you to play that later.
Absolutely. And if people want to get that, they can check that out. What's the website again if people want to go and have a look at it?
www.jerry-fish.com. Jerry Fish is a real estate agent in California, so I'm Jerry-Fish. And a hyphen is like a minus sign, yeah.
But if you have Californian real estate needs, the other guys not allowed to go to.
Well, I can't vouch for him whatsoever.
Okay, listen, thanks a million for coming along. This is Jerry Fish, again, live on 2FM.
That she's a lunatic, closer to the bone. She hardly ever visits upstairs. Would rather telephone. Well, I guess beauty does what beauty does best. It's beautiful. Says that's the trouble with reality. It's taken far too seriously. I do hope God is good to me and Santa Claus to the children celebrate. This part is over. I'm going home. Celebrate. This party's over. I'm going home. While his essential complications are hung up on confused, it's a planet full of traffic lights and traffic light abuse, but that's no stranger than stranger, any other stranger. He claims it's dangerous to be innocent, you're the victim every time. Histories of insanity intruding on the sane. Celebrate. This party's over. I'm going home. Hey! Celebrate. This party's over. I'm going home. Insanity intruding on the sane. Even if your problem is the problem, then we have to play those games when a heartache is enough for anyone to show up. Hey! See, that's the trouble with reality. It's take a far too seriously. I do hope God is good to me. Santa Claus to the children celebrate. This party's over. I'm going home. Celebrate. This party's over. I'm going home. Celebrate. This party's over. I'm going home. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Jerry Fish, thanks a million for coming in today for me, the first of our live acts on 2FM for Electric Picnic 2013.
Thank you very much.
Fair play. We'll tell you what, we'll take a break. We're back live after these.